We usually approach meditation the way we approach everything else, as a technique, a method, a skill to master, a habit to build, or a path to follow. But what if the very act of trying to meditate is what prevents meditation? Jiddu Krishnamurti had no interest in systems. He didn't teach how to sit, how to breathe, or what to think. He wasn't concerned with posture or progress. He questioned the entire idea of discipline as a route to truth. He once said, "Meditation is not a practice. It is not something that you do every day at a certain hour. That is not meditation. This is not a rejection of silence, or reflection, or stillness. It's a rejection of the structure we place around those things. The idea that awareness is something we can achieve through repetition, through control, through effort." Krishnamurti used a phrase that disturbs almost every meditator: choiceless awareness. At first it sounds vague, almost passive, but if you look closely, it's anything but. Choiceless awareness means watching without judgment, without preference, without reaching for an outcome. It means seeing thought arise and not trying to change it. It means watching emotion move through the body and not calling it mine. This is not the awareness that selects. It is the awareness that simply sees. Now this might sound easy, but try it. Try sitting still and watching your thoughts, without naming them, without labeling them good or bad, without pulling them closer or pushing them away, without turning it into a process. Most will find that very quickly, the mind reacts. It wants to do something. It wants to control. It wants to change. And so it begins again. The endless becoming. Always striving to be peaceful, to be present, to be free. Krishnamurti saw that effort itself as a form of resistance. And resistance, no matter how subtle, is conflict. And where there is conflict, there is no stillness. He said, "In awareness, there is no condemnation, no judgment, no evaluation. There is simply the silent observation of what is. This is what separates choiceless awareness from most forms of meditation. There is no method to repeat, no goal to attain, just the undivided attention to what is happening right now. Not what should be, not what was, just this. The sound of a car passing, the dull ache in your shoulder, a flicker of resentment when a memory appears. In choiceless awareness, you don't interpret these things. You don't push them away. You let them unfold, naturally, quietly. You begin to see the movement of thought, how it chases, how it clings, how it wants control. You see how it creates the very problems it tries to fix. And if you can stay with it, not analyze it, not explain it, but just see it, something begins to shift. Not as a result, not as progress, but as a kind of non-movement. The mind stops chasing. The observer dissolves. What's left is still, unforced, whole. Choiceless awareness doesn't begin with technique. It begins with attention. Not narrowed attention, but total attention. You can be washing the dishes, walking to work, watching the rain. The moment doesn't matter. The place doesn't matter. What matters is, are you there? Or is thought running ahead of you? Krishnamurti said, "The flowering of meditation is goodness, and that goodness cannot be cultivated. It is not the result of effort. It comes into being only when the mind is quiet." This quietness is not the result of trying to be quiet. It's the result of seeing clearly, without interference, without the noise of the self trying to become something else. There is nothing romantic about this kind of meditation. It won't give you visions or instant bliss. What it gives you is something far rarer. Freedom. The freedom from becoming. The freedom from control. The freedom from the illusion that you must do something to be whole. You may find that, as choiceless awareness deepens, the line between you and the world begins to fade. There's no longer an observer watching the tree. There's just the seeing. There's no longer a meditator doing meditation. There's just attention. In that, there's no effort, no achievement, no reward, only a mind that is empty of conflict. And in that emptiness, something vast begins to unfold. Krishnamurti didn't promise peace. He didn't offer comfort. He offered clarity. And sometimes, clarity is uncomfortable because it shows us the machinery of self. It shows us how we've been moving in circles, seeking silence through noise, seeking freedom through control. But once you see this clearly, it's hard to go back. And in that seeing, something opens. A stillness that doesn't need to be created. A presence that doesn't come from effort. A meditation that happens when there is no meditator. So, the next time you sit or walk or wait, don't try to be aware. Just notice. And if thought arises, watch it. Don't name it. Don't guide it. Let it pass like wind through trees. In that moment, you are not doing meditation. You are awareness itself. Choiceless. Silent. Free. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care of your mind. We'll see you in the next one.